ऑप्शंस देखने को मिल जाएंगे। यहाँ पर आप लोग अपने पे आप लोगों को एडिट पे क्लिक करना है, ऑप्शन पे क्लिक करना। यहाँ पर आप लोग को कुछ इस टाइप की सेटिंग्स आ जाएगी। इधर पे आप लोगों को एडिट पे क्लिक करना है। इसके बाद आप लोग को सारे स्ट्रीमिंग वाले ऑप्शंस देखने को मिल जाएंगे। यहाँ पर आप लोग अपना टाइटल लिख सकते हो, डिस्क्रिप्शन लिख सकते हो, थंबनेल, विजिबिलिटी, टैग्स वगैरह आप लोग सब कुछ यहीं पर सेट कर सकते हो। पूरा सेटअप करने के बाद आप लोग को सिंपल इसे सेव कर लेना है। सेव करते ही ये वाला ब्रॉडकास्ट आप लोग के ओबीएस में शो होने लग जाएगा। एंड फिर जब भी आप लोग को स्ट्रीम चालू करना रहे, आप लोग सिंपल ओबीएस
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So that's got things underway.
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking all-rounder.
Yeah, he's got the pace to get in behind, he's got the power, he's got the aerial ability, the versatility, the work rate. He's got it all.
One of the greatest strikers of all time, surely.
Very true.
Can they get him away? Now it's Trossard.
That's good play from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, it's been flattened there. Akanji did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Looking to play him in. And he's straight offside. Koundé, Van de Ven. Xabi Alonso makes the interception. Now that's well seen too. Pedri was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Tries to play it through, looking for options for movement, and he's found a way past. Out of play for a goal kick.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And a chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Diop is offering a wry smile there.
Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Manchester United are a team known for their direct brand of football, so Jim, what are we looking for here?
Well, I think it depends on a couple of things, Peter. Firstly, whether they have a quality passer who can play those balls from a little deeper. And then secondly, you need someone up front to be able to hold on to it, be the link man. It can be very effective against teams that like to press high up the pitch.
Probing pass, takes aim and crosses. Raul.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, nicely intercepted. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to
Your views
inform
on the
you
first
that
half?
CCTV
Well, it's been
is now
nothing
in
but
operation
frustration,
for your
really,
safety.
Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. Down to business again. So neither side has yet broken through. Duke is fouled. Xabi Alonso is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And he's taking no chances there. And that's been drilled in.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And Shevchenko! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Shevchenko certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Nemecha is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. That'll be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. So, Jim, is that the manager telling... He's gone for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
The attendance for this match was
No breakthrough and well into the
61,052.
second period. It is still anyone's game. That's been cut out, well played. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Here's a sharp little ball here. Edmilson. Raul. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Pedri! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Searching pass he's played there. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. Finally the breakthrough.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's there to clear it. Great vision.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And here's Mbappe. Pedri.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Long ball looking to counter.
There will be 3
Messi
minutes
showed
added
plenty of
time.
zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mbappe! Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that's it.
Quite sorted
Relief,
out.
finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Mbappe
And
claiming
if
the
you do
man of the
have a
match
chance
award,
today, please
and
take
there
some
is
time out
very
to give
little
your
room for
support to our
argument.
better stadium.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. The information we've been given is that they're going to go with a 3-5-2.
Well, the beauty of this system, Peter, is that you can offer both a back five and a front two, having sufficient strength at either end of the team where you need it. Equally, the wing-backs can supplement the numbers in midfield to make it a five, so I think it affords managers the ultimate flexibility. And I think if I were really pushed on what I'd like most, this would be the system.
He won't be happy with that one. Well read, nice interception. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Messi. Oh, that's nice. Goes for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Borussia Dortmund yet to have an attempt on goal. Nicely weighted ball. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Could be danger here. He's found a way through. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Borussia Dortmund ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. That's going wide left. In with the challenge. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Half an hour played now. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He is through here. Kvaratskhelia. Good driving run. Now can he find a finish? And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Kvaratskhelia actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Kvaratskhelia! Kvaratskhelia! Goal! Barcelona! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Looking for the run. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. It's not an especially good pass, that. He's shifting through the gears here. Nicely aimed pass.
1 minute at a time.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter, and he is deftly away. And that signals the end of the first period. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Borussia Dortmund come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about...
Odegaard! And that is doing no harm at all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
It's a pretty loose pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must... He's going for goal! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Scholes. It's gone for a throw-in. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Szoboszlai kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Pedri. Oh, good ball! And he shoots! Sensational from Isak! He's got himself an absolute peach. Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Borussia Dortmund restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's picked his way through. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's had it nicked away. And now they can spring out of defence. Pinches it off him.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he cuts out the supply. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Koundé can clear it away. Gives it back.
Well, he just didn't have...
Mbappe! And again!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Koundé. Pedri. Messi. And it's Pedri. Nemecha is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Scholes. Well-timed, excellent interception. That's that, the end. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So it's down to business here.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
Van Dijk. And it's Arda Güler. Güler, good driving... Chance for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Güler. Messi. And it's Pedri. Van de Ven. It's Van Dijk. Van de Ven. Güler. Some intricate passing, looking to progress. Here's a chance! It's bounced back off the post. Borussia Dortmund have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Pedri, and it's Messi. Pacho wins the duel this time. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Van der Ven promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Koundé tries to play it through, and that's aimed into the middle. And that should get the job done. And that's been intercepted.
That's great.
Good effort from distance. Kimmich is always looking to break lines. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, played right into his path. That is a crunching tackle.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Gets the shot away! And now a sudden chance to counter. That pass has been well intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he latch on to this? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Gerrard! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And it's Shevchenko.
2
Messi
has been indicated.
Goulet. Pedri. And the referee has blown for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So there was the first half.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this. And I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Back on the way then.
Borussia Dortmund have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And there's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Koundé. Now who's going to be first to this? Arda Güler. Another throw-in. And here's Messi. And still we await the first breakthrough.
52.
That's a shade optimistic. Robertson. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And it's Koundé. And it's Pedri. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Dembele is wide and looking to get onto this. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
He could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Chiang Rai really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
That's really well manoeuvred. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That has been knocked clear. Singa Chiang Rai United. And he's let fly! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
And it's played forward. Oh, it's Dembele. He's picked his way through. Oh, lovely bit of skill. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Messi. Borussia Dortmund can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Van Dijk cuts it out. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
Only permitted in designated areas.
Your reflections then, Jim.